Hi, welcome to Hollywood Crime Scene. This is Rachel Fisher.
Hi, this is Desi Jedeikin.
Desi.
Yes.
I changed my episode at the last minute.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
I had my line ready to go.
Were you going to do... Oh, well, I guess we'll
I
save
don't
it.
wanna say it.
We'll
I'll
save
save
it because
it.
it'll
Yeah.
give it away.
Yeah.
I will do it next time.
Okay.
I will. It's been hard to focus.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is like multiple narratives.
Right.
I can't do this right now. So I decided to switch it up and do something that I think is a very fun topic. And that is the absolute disaster that was the 2000 movie Battlefield Earth.
Oh, Scientology.
And we're going to talk about Scientology.
A little bit. Yeah.
A lot of it.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, the whole story is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like a Scientology episode.
That's
what I meant.
It's not a Scientology episode, but we're going to get into some stuff because obviously you can't talk about this movie without talking about Scientology. And I had multiple sources for this episode. I read the book, a chapter in the book Fiasco, A History of Hollywood's Iconic Flops by James Robert Parrish. I've used this book as a source before for a different flop movie.
Maybe it was Waterworld.
I think it was Waterworld.
Yeah.
It's a good book, though.
Yeah.
I recommend it. And I also used a lot of newspaper articles. Let's get into it. On May 12th, 2000, John Travolta's new movie was released, Battlefield Earth. It was supposed to be a sci-fi epic on par with Star Wars. Well, at least to him it was. But it wasn't, Desi, was it?
No, it was not.
Battlefield's Earth's trailer boasted that it was based on, quote, one of the best-selling sci-fi novels of all time. Now, they didn't specify who wrote that book in the trailer.
Right.
Or how many copies.
Yes.
I'd personally never heard of this tale.
Battlefield Earth. No.
Before I saw this movie trailer.
It's no Dianetics.
Well, yeah. But I mean, obviously. But in terms of like the famous sci-fi novels.
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous.
And if it was like a sci-fi author that like lots of people respected, they would have been like based on the Isaac Asimov tale.
Right. I mean, it's always interesting to try to decipher what they promote in a movie, where it'll be like from the sick mind of Jordan Peele, but you'll find out he's like the fifth producer. He didn't direct it.
Yeah.
Or like they'll always try to like act like it's bigger than it is.
You got to have a hook somehow.
Yeah.
But even from the trailer, you could tell that this movie was destined to become a huge flop. Do you remember the trailer for this movie?
I do remember the trailer because there's some iconic moments with John Travolta in it. I mean, every moment with him is iconic.
I just feel like this was such a big moment in time where it was like, what the fuck is John Travolta doing?
Well, because it kind of put the nail in the coffin for him with his comeback, right?
Yes.
For sure. But I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, he's got the dreads.
He's in a cult. I mean.
Well, yes. Well, yes.
But Tom Cruise is smart enough not to go down this road.
Yeah. This was a real stinker. A real what the fuck was Travolta thinking? So how did this stinker get made, Desi?
I don't know.
And why? More importantly, why?
Why?
We're going to get into it. First, we're going to start at the beginning. To the 1930s and 40s.
Whoa.
We're going way back.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is back when Battlefield Earth's author, L. Ron Hubbard, was churning out pulp novels and short stories. He wrote a variety of genres, including Western, crime, and science fiction. While Hubbard was making money from his stories, he was also working on a much bigger project, a new religion called Scientology.
He's like, that's where the real money is.
Yeah.
And he was right.
He was right, because he became so rich.
Yeah. That church is rich.
They don't pay taxes.
No. Bullshit.
It's fucking crazy.
Bullshit. It's crazy. Every church should pay taxes, in my opinion.
I agree. The church was founded in 1954, and as many of you are surely aware of by now, Scientology espouses some pretty wacky beliefs.
Yeah.
Many of them stem from Hubbard's sci-fi background.
Right. Because he's inventing a religion.
Yeah.
And he had to have some lore. Every religion needs its bullshit lore.
Right. And so he's like, well, I'm a sci-fi writer. I bet I could come up with like a really cool origin story.
Right. I'm not going to do this fucking tablets.
Yeah.
And Mount Sinai bullshit. That's boring.
No.
Been done.
He went to outer space.
Absolutely.
He went to outer space, Desi. Among the beliefs is the story of Xenu. Xenu is an ancient alien overlord who basically sent humans to Earth to kill them.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Why not? We deserve it.
But then there were like some survivors.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about Scientology is maybe more people realize it now, is how fucking alien it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's very alien centered, which is really crazy when you realize what thetans are. Yeah. And like all of that shit is fucking wild.
Yeah. So the survivors of Xenu, they end up getting infected with thetans. Yeah. Which are like this evil spirits.
Right.
And that is why everything on Earth is so messed up. And that's why it's responsible for all of our problems today.
Right. Everybody, it's not actually your childhood. You're chock full of thetans. That's why you're fucked up.
Like chock full of nuts, chock full of thetans.
Yeah. You got to get those out.
You got to get them out. You got to do the e-meter, the audit.
Get clear.
And get going clear.
You got to go clear.
You clear yourself from the thetans. And you don't even learn about Xenu until you're OT3. In the church.
They need to make sure you're well in.
And that costs a lot of money.
Yeah. You're like, I ain't going to, I spent a lot.
You spend like over $250,000 just to get to this level.
It's crazy how expensive it is.
Yeah, people like give up everything to this church.
I feel like if you don't have the money, you basically become like an indentured servant.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to go work on the Sea Org.
Yeah.
Which is the big boat.
Never. Not happening with me.
Sounds awful.
Imagine.
And they make you wear those clothes too.
You gotta wear like phony, like fucking Gilligan and the Captain, like that official sea looking uniform. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, or like the people walking around in East Hollywood by the center, like they all wear those uniforms.
What are it's very like Mormon almost.
It's kind of Mormon.
Yeah.
It's Mormon adjacent outfits. Yeah, like we said, we all have thetans inside of us, and Scientology is basically about getting rid of them.
Right.
Over the next 20 years, the Church of Scientology expanded, and L. Ron Hubbard made millions from his devoted followers. And by 1977, he was like, I think I should spread the word about Scientology via the movies.
Yes.
This was like his next big project.
Well, and Scientology is very Hollywood adjacent.
Yes.
Like, he's very tied from almost the beginning. Like, that was a thing.
Oh, and he knew that he could recruit people if he had fancy celebrities in his movement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
John Travolta joined the church in 1975.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
It had been working for him. So L. Ron Hubbard writes a screenplay called Revolt in the Stars, and the screenplay is all about Xenu.
Yeah.
This is a description of the screenplay from Wikipedia. They wrote it better than I could, so forgive me. I gotta read this. The screenplay's story, which takes place 75 million years before modern times. An evil galactic ruler named Xenu massacres millions of people with assistance from Chu, the executive president of the Galactic Interplanetary Bank, and Chi, the galactic...
Chu and Chi? Come on. What? I'm sorry.
Didn't even try.
This guy's a joke. That's what's so funny to me about Scientology. This absolute loser has convinced everyone that he's the most brilliant sci-fi writer of all time, and he's their church leader. But it's like the way they still are trying to make his art become a thing is funny to me. Because that's ultimately what he wanted.
Yes.
He wanted to be the next Isaac Asimov or Ray Bradbury.
Right.
He just didn't have talent.
He did not. No, he did not.
My
like, he
God.
had enough to get by and sell some stories and write in magazines and stuff, but he was not, like, the voice of a generation.
Because those magazines were almost taking anyone.
Yeah.
Those, like, fucking, like, pulp magazines
He
that
was
had
a pulp
stories.
writer.
Yeah, that just, like, had to fill magazines every month. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Chew and Chi. Chew and Chi. Chew and Chi. Those are like the placement names, and he never thought of anything else.
So Chi is the galactic minister of police. Xenu's psychiatric advisors, Stug and Sty,
the hell?
help him gather unwanted beings from all of the planets.
Beings?
Beings.
Oh, sorry. I was like, beans? Are you going to plant them?
Unwanted beings. Unwanted beings from all of the planets in his control and transport them to Earth. The beings are stacked around the bases of Earth's volcanoes, including Loa, Mount Vesuvius, Mount Shasta, Mount Fuji, Mount Etna, and others. Now, I gotta say, Desi, I don't know if all these mountains were around 75 million years ago.
I
feel like
no
the
idea.
Earth's changed a lot, right?
Right. Probably.
Were they? How long has Mount Vesuvius been there before it exploded?
How the hell should I know? I don't know.
Well, he's putting people around the base.
Wait, this story took place 75 million years ago?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is this based on a true story? Is he claiming that it is?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's funny.
This is the lore.
Okay.
This is the official church lore, and you only learn this when you get to level 3.
Right.
So the beings are all tied up around the bases of all the major Earth volcanoes, and the volcanoes are detonated by planting atomic bombs. I don't know why they need volcanoes if they're just going to use an atomic bomb.
We didn't even have those yet.
We didn't have those. That's correct.
This is crazy.
Did they think Oppenheimer went back in time?
Did we forget that we invented it and had to reinvent it? What happened?
In his script, Hubbard wrote, quote, "Great winds race simultaneously across the face of the earth, spreading tales of destruction. Xenu's massacre of these beings is called Phase 3. A character named Mish is one of the only loyal officers who survived Xenu's organized massacre, and other characters include Lady Min and a hero figure, Rawl." I kind of need to read this book.
It's a book and a screenplay?
Oh, it's a screenplay, but I think it was a book too.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
Is this what becomes Battlefield Earth?
No.
Okay. So this is a completely different thing.
This is a completely different thing.
This is his first screenplay.
This is his first screenplay that he writes in 1977.
Okay.
So Hubbard started shopping this around, but nobody wanted to make this crap.
What other religious leader is shopping screenplays? He's got to be the only one, right? Except for other cult leaders.
If you don't want your religion to be called a cult, don't be doing shit like this.
Yeah. None of the other. It's like maybe Keith Raniere did someone like that.
Right. So he set out on his next project, writing a sci-fi novel called Battlefield Earth.
Okay.
Now, this story takes place in the year 3000.
She's moving it up.
Yes, it's in the future, when the Earth is ruled by an evil alien race called the Cyclos. They're from the planet Cyclo.
Okay.
And humans have become enslaved by them. This is like an 1,000-page novel.
Oof.
It's very long. It was published in 1982. Battlefield Earth received mixed reviews, but it shot to the top of multiple bestseller lists. Now, this was apparently enabled by the church, who was alleged to have done a book-buying campaign of buying up all the books.
And then giving them away for free.
And giving them away for free so that this would become a bestseller.
Right. I mean, that's the commercial a lot of us grew up with nonstop, the Dianetics book, the number one best-selling book of all time. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, you know what I mean? It's like, even as a child, I was like, this makes no sense.
Well, it's like, I've never heard of it.
Also, it was sort of like, I've never seen another book advertised. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was so confusing because they're not saying it's like religion.
Yeah.
They're just acting like it's this huge sci-fi book.
No. Like,
it was crazy.
You don't see books have like a commercial. Like on TV.
Not even the Bible has a commercial.
Also,
unless it's like the Trump Bible.
Right. Also, you know how on the cover of Dianetics it's a volcano?
Yes.
That's why.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because it's like, this is a preview of what
we're hearkening back.
We're going to tell you all about the volcanoes exploding.
Right.
So that's why that's
Well, I mean,
a
cover. Volcano is a very enticing imagery.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is religion?
We're scared.
This looks extreme.
Yeah, we're scared of volcanoes.
It's serious.
Yeah.
It's really serious. Yeah, so Battlefield Earth, it gets mixed reviews. The science fiction author, John, I'm sorry. I'm so out of it. The science fiction author, John Kessel, told the New York Times in 2000, quote, "Most people who know anything about science fiction think of Hubbard as a complete fraud. Hubbard writes the kind of science fiction that we call a thud and blunder, stories for crackpots and juveniles."
Wow.
He got his ass.
So I'm also like mixed reviews. Who gave it a positive one?
Maybe Scientologists.
John Travolta.
John Travolta gave it a really positive.
He's like 2 thumbs up.
L. Ron Hubbard then sent a copy of Battlefield Earth to noted Scientologist John Travolta.
Oh, wow.
Now, by this time, it's 1982, 1983, and John Travolta's career is really in the shitter.
Yes. This is a bad time for him.
And this is after having an explosive career in the 70s.
He owned the 70s.
Saturday Night Fever, Grease, others.
Welcome Back, Kotter.
That
was his start.
Vinnie Barbarino.
We love it. And this is when he did Stayin' Alive, which was the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. That was not good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it because it is camp, but it was a failure.
It was a failure. So he's like really in the dumps now. But L. Ron Hubbard thought that John Travolta would be able to get this book adapted into a big feature film.
Yeah. Because he's still one of the biggest Scientologists, even if his career's in the dumps.
Yeah. And John Travolta loved Battlefield Earth. He thought it was like so excellent. He thought it was like Star Wars.
I mean, look, that's a dumb guy.
But unfortunately, Travolta no longer had the clout needed to get this film made. Hubbard made some valiant attempts in the final years of his life to get this movie made, but it just didn't happen. He died in 1986. Now, here's something I read in a 1999 issue of the Washington Post about John Travolta. This is kind of a sidebar just about what John Travolta was up to in regards to Scientology in the 1980s. This Washington Post article says that he rallied to Scientology's defense in the mid-'80s after juries awarded former followers millions of dollars for fraud and mental abuse. They say they suffered as church members. One judgment was upheld on appeal, and others were settled out of court. When some of the sacred scriptures, including the Xenu story, ended up in a court file, 1,500 Scientologists crammed the courthouse to block public access to the documents. In 1986, Travolta himself marched into Los Angeles Superior Court, hoping to make a pro-church speech in the case where the documents had been revealed. The judge instructed Travolta to sit down, and he complied.
I need to see footage of this. This sounds incredible.
Yeah.
What a loser. This guy, he's like, my career's going nowhere. Now I'm going to be out here on the streets, like doing this kind of shit, rushing into a courthouse.
Defending the tech.
Because it's like, we can't let this shit get out there. Everyone will know we're stupid. I mean, I guess I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to protect that Xenu stuff. But now everybody knows.
It's so goofy, man.
Yeah.
I just can't believe people are still doing this shit. It's so goofy.
Yeah. Well, let's flash forward to 1994. John Travolta's career was revived in a massive way with Pulp Fiction.
Right.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, he's like, no more Look Who's Talking. I'm done.
But I think I've seen those movies like 100 times because they were always fucking on TV.
I definitely saw the first one. Is that with Kirstie Alley, right?
They're both.
Yeah, they both have. So 2 Scientologists.
Yeah.
But I don't think I saw any of the sequels.
I think in the sequel, the dogs are talking.
Oh, right.
It's the dogs.
Yeah, it's like, what? Look who's talking too? Now the dogs are.
Or was it?
No, you're right. They were talking.
Did they make a third one called Look Who's Talking Now? Or am I imagining
I feel like there is a third one. That was a very popular franchise. They were like, we're not letting this go. Like, we're going to keep doing this
We're going to keep making people talk.
Who else can we make talk?
Yeah. No, I've seen those movies a lot, definitely. But in 94, John Travolta's doing real well. He's a big star. He gets nominated for an Academy Award for his role in Pulp Fiction. And by the end of 1995, the New York Daily News reported that John Travolta had plans to get Battlefield Earth made.
He's like, this is how I'm going to use my capital.
Yes.
On this clunker.
Now he can finally make L. Ron Hubbard's dying wish come true.
Yeah. And be number one boy.
And be number one boy of Scientology and get Battlefield Earth made. He's like, I have the power. MGM and later Fox were set to distribute the film. Travolta would star and produce, and they had comedy writer J.D. Shapiro hired to write the script, which I think is an odd choice because this is like a dead serious story.
Yeah.
So J.D. Shapiro worked on one of my favorite movies, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I know the name.
Yeah.
For sure.
He also worked on Charles in Charge.
Oh.
It's just a weird choice.
I agree. Like, why? Because that guy's going to be like, this is hilarious. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. In 1996, Travolta told the Chicago Tribune he didn't care if Battlefield Earth would draw attention to his ties to the Church of Scientology. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm a megastar again.
Yeah. He's like, I just like the book.
Right.
He was like really adamant that he's like, you don't understand. This is like a beautiful piece of literature.
This is probably the only book he's ever read.
He also said, quote, it's set 1,000 years in the future. It's all about mutants and all sorts of fun Star Wars type things. If somebody wanted to cross the concepts with Scientology once they saw the movie, you'd say, where? Oh, the mutant that almost attacked the bad guy? Oh yeah, that correlates.
Correlates? But you did sound like John Travolta a little bit.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
This is crazy.
Now, despite Travolta's insistence that the story is not about Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard said this while he was writing Battlefield Earth. Quote, I was a bit disgusted with the way the psychologists and brain surgeons mess people up, so I wrote a fiction story based in part on the consequences that could occur if the shrinks continued to do it. Now, Scientology famously hates psychiatry.
Right.
And I've seen them liken it to Nazi experiments.
Yeah. They want people off their SSRIs. They
want people off their meds. They don't even want you to step foot in a psychiatrist's office or even like a real therapist's office.
No, you need to get on an e-meter.
They think all of their tech can fix you.
Well, because going back to what I said, it's like they don't think anything is related to like your childhood or whatever. It is literally thetans inside of you.
Yeah.
So what could possibly be cured any other way?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's take a quick break here. We'll be right back.
World Cup 2026 tại Dafabet. Hoàng tiền cực thắng 100% tới 1.250.000 Việt Nam đồng. thưởng chào mừng 110% tới 6.888.000 Việt Nam đồng. Đăng ký và bắt đầu chơi ngay.
So Fox and MGM both drop out.
Oh.
Pretty soon after this gets rolling. The movie's budget kept increasing, but more importantly, the studios worried that the film's Scientology connections would alienate viewers. By the 90s, Scientology had been embroiled in several legal battles and controversies. It was just too much of a gamble.
Definitely.
But in 1998, John Travolta met his fairy godmother, a producer named Ellie Samaha. Ellie immigrated with his family from Lebanon in the 1970s when he was a young man. He got his start working as a bouncer at Studio 54. He moved to LA and he opened up a chain of dry cleaners called Celebrity Cleaners.
Oh.
Then he opened the Roxbury nightclub in 1989.
I know this guy's name. Have we talked about him before?
It's possible.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
He opened the Roxbury, and this was a Hollywood hotspot that was frequented by celebrities. And he's, like, really getting into Hollywood right now.
Right.
Like, I think the dry cleaning business, because he catered to so many Hollywood people.
Right. He just started making connections.
He started making connections, and he's like, I could do this.
Yeah.
I could hang out with these people. He also married Tia Carrera in 1992.
Okay.
So he's doing good. At this time, he's making a lot of money, and he decides to get into filmmaking. He made some low-budget straight-to-video movies in the mid-90s, but in 1997, he co-founded Franchise Pictures, which was an independent studio that specialized in getting movie stars' pet projects made.
Ooh, interesting. I mean,
this is kind of a genius business model.
Yeah, definitely.
To be like the big studios won't take your shitty script.
Right.
I'll do it.
And like hope that you are box office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now the catch was stars that were making films with Franchise Pictures would have to agree to take a significant pay cut.
Yeah.
But he knew that these were passion projects.
Right.
And that a lot of these stars wanted to get them made.
Right.
Now, at this time, John Travolta was able to command $20 million a picture.
Wow.
So he would have to do this for significantly less, but he was totally fine with that. Like, he needs to get Battlefield Earth made.
Yeah, he's like, spend that money on my wig.
Well, they didn't do that either, unfortunately. They didn't do that either. But Ellie offered his stars a piece of the box office.
Right.
So he's like, if this is a success, you'll make way more money.
Yeah.
And it'll be great. Ellie Samaha produced the 1999 movie starring Bruce Willis, The Whole Nine Yards. And that was a big success.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy, Ellie, he is having successes.
Right. It probably depends on project, like what the celebrities are bringing him.
Yeah.
Like The Whole Nine Yards was good.
Right.
Not this piece of shit.
No, it's very different. Franchise Pictures had a $125 million investment deal with this German licensing group called Entertainment. I'm sorry, not Entertainment.
Oh, twisting it up.
So his whole thing was like, we get our financing from overseas.
Right.
We give them distribution rights. And then we shoot all our films in Canada.
Okay.
Because it's cheaper. And we get the stars at a cheaper rate because they are desperate.
Yes.
Franchise Pictures also had a distribution deal with Morgan Creek, which was a small studio that operated under Warner Brothers.
Right.
During pre-production, Battlefield Earth's script underwent a rewrite by a writer named Corey Mandel. And they changed a lot.
Okay. Is this guy a Scientologist?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not, but he's a very green writer.
Okay.
Then John Travolta approached Quentin Tarantino and asked him if he would direct.
No.
He said no.
That's hilarious.
So they hired this guy named Roger Christian, who was the second unit director on The Phantom Menace.
Okay.
This was his first feature film, like, by himself.
Okay.
Like, as the director.
Wow.
Big undertaking.
I feel like for a sci-fi picture, you probably want someone who's done it before.
Well, they thought good enough.
Yeah.
Like, he'd worked as a set decorator on Star Wars. He actually won an Academy Award for that with, like, art direction.
But that had a pretty big budget, probably.
Yeah. Like, he worked under George Lucas. He didn't have a whole lot of, like, directing by himself or, like, just being the director experience.
Right. I agree. Like, yeah, it seems like he was good at what he did, but under the leadership of someone who had a vision.
Yeah, he didn't have experience, and it definitely shows in this movie. Ahead of shooting, everyone had to face reality that John Travolta was no longer suited to play the young, fit hero.
Oh, he's young and fit?
He's supposed
The hero?
The hero.
Wait, I didn't realize that he was really miscast as well.
Well, no, he's the villain.
Oh, so he gets moved over to the villain. Got it.
They're like, you're going to play the villain.
Because that's what I thought. I thought he was the villain.
No. Everyone's like, look.
You can't do this.
You could have done it in the early 80s.
But not now.
Not now.
No.
You're the ugly villain with the dreads and the weird nose piece.
Is that Xenu?
No.
Okay, so it's another villain.
No, it's another Cyclos.
Oh, that's Cyclos.
Well, no, his name is Turl.
And he's from Cyclos.
The species is called Cyclo from the planet Cyclo.
Got it.
So he couldn't come up. L. Ron Hubbard didn't come up with two different names.
He's like, I can't. I did Chi and Che. What is
Chi and Chu?
Chi and Chu. What else do you want from me?
And Stug and Sty. So he's in his 40s. He's not ripped like an action star. He's going to play the film's antagonist, the evil Cyclo named Turl. It's like Earl with a T. He's got dreads, an enlarged head, a weird little nose plug on his nose. And he's supposed to be 9 feet tall.
Oh.
Now, to get around this, because the budget kept shrinking, they basically put the Cyclos in platform shoes and shot from below.
Okay.
To make them look larger than they actually are. Forrest Whitaker is cast as John Travolta's sidekick.
Oh.
He's a Cyclo named Kerr. A 29-year-old Canadian actor named Barry Pepper was cast as the film's protagonist.
I know that guy.
His name is Johnny Goodboy Tyler.
What? He was in what's that movie? Saving Private Ryan.
He was in Saving Private Ryan.
He was like getting things around then.
Well,
so this probably ruined his career.
And now he's getting this. Filming began in July 1999 in Canada. Everything was very low budget.
And they probably made the movie, you know, when you watch something, you're like, is this Canadian? It probably made the movie look like, where you're like, what's going on here? There's something off. We all know what I'm talking about.
So the costumes, the sets, the makeup, the special effects, everything looks budge.
Dude, I need to watch this movie now.
I mean,
I'm curious.
I've only seen like clips of this movie.
Me
and
too.
It is crazy.
There's some really high energy John Travolta moments.
It's so high energy.
So fucking cringe. That's like my main memory.
He does a lot of cackling.
Yeah. Ugh.
And he's like hamming it up.
Look, I could barely handle him in Face Off. I could barely handle that.
This makes Face Off look like a restrained performance.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So nearly every shot in the film was done at a Dutch angle.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, a Dutch angle is where the camera is like tilted.
Oh no.
So literally most of the shots are done.
Why would you do that?
Exactly. Why would you do that?
That seems nauseating.
Well, the director, Roger Christian, thought it was brilliant. He said, I wanted it to look like a comic book.
Oh.
He's like, if you look at graphic novels and comics, everything's like at an angle.
So he's trying to be an artist.
It did not work.
Yeah.
It did not work. It came off very amateur.
Yeah, that seems annoying.
I think he was trying to really make his mark.
I thought it was because I was like, because they're in spaceships, they're always tilting.
No, not even that, because it takes place on Earth.
Oh, okay. That's true. Battlefield Earth. You're
Now,
right.
the set was surrounded by security. They were not letting any press in on this set. They were really protective of it. They even had a sign out front that read, "Warning, this establishment is under permanent surveillance by the military police. Absolutely no trespassing by order of Canada's Minister of National Defense."
Also, please don't be mean to us. Please don't be mean about our movie.
The Washington Post sent somebody down there to try and see what the hell was going on. And they reported that crew members on set declined to be interviewed as they had all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Which is probably a great sign to everyone following this. Because it's like, when do movies not want publicity?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But reporters were able to catch a slight glimpse of the set from behind tarps that had been affixed to a chain link fence. The Post said that the props that they saw looked straight out of a 50s B movie.
Ooh.
Ahead of the film's release, John Travolta continued to insist that the film had nothing to do with Scientology. He said, "The truth of why I'm doing this is because it's a great piece of science fiction. This is not about him," meaning Hubbard. "I'm very interested in Scientology, but that's personal. This is different. This has nothing to do with Scientology." But the public didn't buy it.
I mean, he's just like, this is just a great piece of work. This is why no one was fighting me for it.
Yeah.
Like, if it was really that good, it would have been made already.
Right. And nobody believed that this didn't have a Scientology angle to it. And even if that was true, I'm sure there were people like me who saw this when they were younger and didn't put two and two together that it was about Scientology, who saw the trailer and was like, this looks so fucking bad.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I think I probably was slightly aware, but I don't know how much I thought it was about Scientology.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember how aware I was about the Scientology, but I do remember seeing the trailer when it came out.
I think when I saw it initially, I was like, what is this? And then at some point, I was like, oh, it's L. Ron Hubbard. Like, I quickly realized what was happening.
Yes.
Because I do think people were talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people were making jokes also about this movie. Like, people were rolling their eyes.
Because it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is he doing?
Well, that was the thing, is when people saw the image of him looking like this cyclo, they were like, why is he doing this?
Well, because I think there was probably a point where you could be like, well, maybe it'll be cool. Like, even though it's Scientology, it could be a good movie if you take that out of it. But then for it to be such a disaster is just hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything about it looked cheap too.
Yeah.
The New York Times reported that movie message boards were flooded with posts speculating that Battlefield Earth was propaganda for the church. Everyone on the message boards were talking about this. There were also concerns that the Church of Scientology would profit off the film, so people did not want to support it. Both the church and Franchise Pictures denied that the church would make any money off this movie. However, the book's publisher, Bridge Publications, which is part of the publishing arm of the church, would make money on the re-releases of the novel that featured images from the movie on the cover.
I mean, every movie does that.
Yes.
When they are based on a book. The book gets re-released with a cover from the movie.
Yes.
I mean, it's like everyone does it.
Exactly. Also, Author Services, which is the company responsible for publishing L. Ron Hubbard's fiction, and they're also another arm of the church, they stood to make money on the film's merchandise.
Wow.
So the church would profit off this film in some way.
What losers are buying the merch? Imagine.
The St. Petersburg Times reported that the revenue would go to Scientology's drug rehab program, Narconon.
Which we talked about in our Peaches Geldof episode.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Narconon believes some pretty crazy unscientific ideas about addiction.
Yes.
For example, they believe that drugs are stored in our body's fat.
Oh.
And that to detox from drugs, you just need to sweat it out.
Oh, that's probably why she was on the treadmill.
So you prescribe saunas, exercise.
Right.
And L. Ron Hubbard, who has no fucking medical background, was basically like, yeah, the reason you're addicted to drugs is because the drugs are stored in your fat and like it can make you high again and you makes you want to do the drugs again.
Oh.
It's a lot of like very not true stuff.
It's like a stupid person was like, here's how the body works.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. Another place in Scientology that would profit from this, like where this money would go to, is an organization called Applied Scholastics. This is crazy. This organization is dedicated to getting Scientology study tech into schools.
What?
Yeah.
Did any schools do it yet?
I saw on the Wikipedia that like it ended up in some random middle school, which is like horrifying.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
I don't know if it like caused a scandal or anything. About 2 weeks ahead of the premiere, John Travolta told CNN that Battlefield Earth had a sequel in the works. The film premiered at Chinese Theater in Hollywood, and it was attended by several known Hollywood Scientologists. Among them, Kirstie Alley, Jenna Elfman, Danny Masterson, and a pre-fame Elizabeth Moss.
Oh, shit.
I looked through all those Getty images of this premiere. I'm like, oh my God, there's Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
She's so young.
Yeah.
Predictably, the film was very poorly received. Roger Ebert said, quote, Battlefield Earth is like taking a bus trip with someone who has needed a bath for a long time. It's not merely bad, it's unpleasant in a hostile way. Jon Stewart called it, quote, a cross between Star Wars and the smell of ass.
Oh.
Robin Rousey at the LA Times said, compounded by a dated visual style, patched together special effects, and ludicrous dialogue, Battlefield Earth is a whole miserable experience. And it currently has a 3% on
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
3%?
Yes.
Those are all Scientologists. I mean, that's what's kind of a bummer, and I think why I've never watched the movie is I knew it wasn't fun bad.
Yeah.
Like it's a slog.
Yeah.
I mean, I still might try to check it out, but I just know it's not going to be fun.
Well, I was going to watch it ahead of this episode, but then I saw it cost money. I was like, I'm not paying $3.99 to rent a Scientology movie. I'm just not doing it.
No. I need it to be free.
So I just like rewatched some clips I had already seen before.
Right.
Watched the trailer again.
Yeah, that is the thing I remember him laughing.
He laughs at the end of the trailer. It's
the
really
laugh.
It's
so
really bad. Okay, here's some of the trailer. Desi. Whoa. Battlefield Earth. BattlefieldEarth.net. Wait. I rewound too far. I just want to hear the laugh. Here comes the laugh. Here it is. John Travolta. Prepare for battle. Battlefield Earth.
I mean, that gives nothing.
I mean, yeah, that was just part of it. It's a lot of noise.
He looks terrible.
He looks so bad.
It's such a bad, like whoever designed that that's horrible. What are they doing?
I mean, you got to know that like people are going to make fun of that, right?
I don't know. It's bad.
Like he doesn't look scary.
That's the thing. I don't like John Travolta playing villains because I just never buy it.
I never buy it, and he always comes off more like creepy in a not scary way.
Yeah, it's like in an annoying way. It's like, get out of here.
Do
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not threatened by you. Go away,
no,
loser.
I'm annoyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in Face Off.
In Face Off, it's so fucking. I like that movie a lot, but he almost ruins it for me. He almost, because I was like, I don't like you imitating Nick Cage.
No,
and you're a villain. This is my worst possible.
When he says "ooh wee, you're good looking," it like sends a chill down my spine.
It is truly sickening performance. Like it makes. I agree. I have full body chills when I watch that movie. Whenever he speaks, because I'm like, I don't like this.
Because it's like I just think of, well, it could be grease lightning.
I can't explain it. It's just like, I'm sorry, I don't buy you as a villain.
No.
It's too comical and you don't do a good job. I'm sorry, you don't convince me. There are people who have not been traditional villains who it works for me. Like I have seen them and I'm like, oh shit, they're scary.
Well, they play against type.
Right.
And I think obviously he nailed it with Pulp Fiction, and he was playing against type famously there. And it was...
But he was still kind of a likable villain, and you kind of can't, you know what I mean?
Like, he wasn't too over the top.
He wasn't over the top, but his character was kind of likable.
Yes.
Like, still, like, he was able to use his charm for that role, and it worked.
Yeah.
I think, because both of, the guys, like him and Samuel L. Jackson, they're both likable actors.
They're very charming.
Yeah, and
it
worked, even though they were playing hitmen or whatever. Like, it worked. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't buy him in those roles at all.
He kind of really did fall off after this movie.
Because I think he went down a road where he's doing those corny-ass movies like Phenomenon and Michael. And it was like, those kind of work. They're not like my type of movie. Even though I saw both of them.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't I was kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
They were perfectly fine vehicles for him.
Yeah.
And then this, I think it's like where he used his final, cachet to get this done. And it was it tanked so hard, but it was not only tanked, it was a joke.
It was a joke.
And it truly ruined him.
And he might have done a couple things in the 2000s, but nothing would ever be as big as
What did he do? Like, what has he done?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like he's done a lot, but for some reason I'm blanking out.
I can't think, because I can think of all his iconic mid-90s movies.
Yeah, I can think of all his
even
90s.
Late 90s. Didn't he do like a Civil Action? Was that him?
I think that's
General's
He
Daughter.
did one of those lawsuit movies, which was really good, actually.
I watched a Civil Action.
Yeah, I think it was a Civil Action.
So he still had credibility when that came out, and that was late 90s.
I'm just trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, you know what he did that was kind of a mini comeback was Hairspray.
Yeah, that was like a mini comeback.
That was kind of a comeback.
But that was a perfect role for him.
I agree. That's like he can do musical, comedy, lighthearted, type whatever.
He was great in Hairspray.
Yeah, that was sort of a comeback for him, I think.
I think it was, but he didn't really. I think he did. Oh, he did Old Dogs.
I don't count that.
Well, no, nobody count. He did Wild Hogs also.
Right.
So he just started doing dumb shit. I think maybe the last movie that people liked was like Swordfish. Did people like Swordfish?
Oh, did he do Get Shorty? Was that 90s?
But that's 90s.
Yeah, that's 90s.
People love Get Shorty.
And Swordfish, is that also related to Elmore Leonard?
It's 2001.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So
yeah, the Old Dogs and Wild Hogs universe is just so not for me.
Are they in the same universe?
I don't know. I consider them in the same universe.
Yeah.
I don't know if they technically are,
but they are.
But that genre,
it's a Walt Disney movie.
Because you know what I was thinking? I was like, he's always like on award shows. Like he was still like presenting awards, so he still was kind of A-list.
Well, it's like I still consider him an A-list star.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like forever an A-list, right? He's so famous that he's just never not going to be big. And he has so many iconic film roles.
Yes.
Like, even if he never did Pulp Fiction, just the 70s stuff alone is, like, so huge.
Yeah.
That he would always be kind of big. But because he had Pulp Fiction, I think he's just forever at that level.
He's always going to be a huge... Oh, you know what he did more recently, which was good, was he was Robert Shapiro in the OJ.
Oh, the one with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was... But even that's kind of like a funny role to me. I'm sorry. Because that miniseries was kind of funny to me, I have to say. Because wasn't David Schwimmer Robert Kardashian or something?
Yes.
There was just a lot of casting in that was crazy to me.
I really liked it.
I did too.
But yeah, it was kind of funny. Also, didn't he do Gotti?
Yes!
Didn't he do Gotti?
Wait, but that's another bad one.
But that's really bad.
Yeah, Gotti.
That's really bad. You know what else he did, like in his more modern era that was iconic, was Adele Dazeem.
Right.
I mean,
that's his greatest role ever.
That's one of the best things he's ever done.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus. That's a moment people still talk about.
I think about it a lot to this day.
I still am like, how? How did he do this? I always try to work it out in my head.
How do you
as someone who does dumb shit like that.
How do you go from Idina Menzel to Adele Dazeem?
It's so good.
There's so many elements to that whole moment that are iconic to me. Like when he says the wickedly talented, and then he starts to kind of cry. He's like, Adele Dazeem.
The way he says it so confidently is my favorite part. Like, that's just... Because he has no clue. He just fucked up.
I love it.
It's really good.
So much.
No, he's a character for sure.
Yeah. I mean, despite being a Scientologist, I have historically enjoyed him.
He's a very interesting celebrity. I'll give him that. And he's still out there popping with his beret. Like, he's still being a weirdo. And I am appreciative of a weird celebrity. For sure.
Yeah. The beret at Cannes.
He's got some looks. He does have some looks. Because he'll also have those weird facial hair things.
Yeah.
Where it almost looks Sharpied on.
Right. Yeah.
Because his hair is so dark.
Well,
right?
He uses Just for Men.
Yeah, totally. But it's so dark that it's comical once again. He's just a funny guy.
He is a funny guy. Oh, on Wikipedia, it says Travolta is good friends with Pitbull.
What?
And that they collaborated together on Gotti. Pitbull scored and wrote the song Amore.
And his daughter looks exactly like him and Kelly Preston.
Well, that's
I mean, I know, but I'm saying it literally looks like her, but with dark hair. And
I
blue.
know.
It's crazy to me.
I know.
Because it's rare to see a kid that looks exactly in the middle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So nobody likes this movie except John Travolta. The script's original writer, J.D. Shapiro, he told the Daily Telegraph about his ordeal working on the film.
Oh.
He spilled all in 2020.
Nice.
When he began work on the script, he said that he met with high-ranking Scientology members. He said, quote, I felt like a cartoon character, sunk in this tiny chair, with these 10 very tall people on one side of the table. I said, you gotta understand, there are things in this book that work cinematically, and there are things that don't. I'm going to add things to make this a movie. I was expecting pushback, but they said, no problem, we understand, you're a writer, you've got it. I thought, well, this is great. Little did I know that was a complete fucking lie.
Oh my God.
So Shapiro wrote the script, and John Travolta read it, and John Travolta was so impressed. He said it was the Schindler's List of sci-fi.
That's disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. I can't.
Doesn't even make sense.
What?
Then Shapiro said he was told that Oliver Stone, John Woo, and Brian De Palma were all interested in directing. And he was like, wow.
Yeah. We'll get back to you, John. Sure.
So he was surprised when all of a sudden he got some script notes, and a lot of them.
Oh, shit.
He got a ton of script notes, and all these notes were terrible. He was like, this movie's going to be shit.
Yeah.
If I take all these notes. He called up MGM, who was still on board at this time, and he was like, what the fuck are all these notes? And MGM said that the notes came from the Church of Scientology.
Oh, wow.
They were having their own input.
Right.
Shapiro was fired after he refused to take these notes.
Damn.
That's when Corey Mandel was hired for a rewrite, and he just wrote anything.
Yeah, he's like, sure, thanks for the notes.
Marty Rathbun, who was once a high-ranking member of the Church of Scientology and now an outspoken critic.
Oh, yeah.
He said that David Miscavige, who is the leader, was behind the scenes of this movie.
Oh, totally. That guy's a prick.
He's such a prick. And he was the one, like, being like, no, yes, no.
Right. I buy it 100%.
Yeah. John Travolta defended this film in the fall of that year. He said, the bottom line is that I feel really good about it. When asked if there would still be a sequel, he replied, sure, yeah. I think he defended it again in 2014.
I mean, he probably has people telling him how good it is all the time.
Yeah, Scientologists.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what's in that guy's brain? Right?
Yeah.
That's like, he's at the level where he's not human anymore.
No.
He's been told so much bullshit his whole life. Like,
yeah.
It's like impossible.
They're like, yeah, that beret looks great.
Well, it's like he's getting it from the Scientology and just Hollywood
and
world.
Hollywood,
it's like from all ends.
Oh
like,
my God. I can't imagine.
He doesn't know what's real.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Well, that's the end of that story.
Yeah. Thank you. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was a piece of shit. I like talking about Scientology.
Me too.
So interesting.
It's so interesting.
We should just do little mini stories instead of a long, big one.
Honestly, I was thinking that today because I was like, this is so much more manageable.
Right, where you can take little snippets.
Yeah. Than doing like a whole fucking saga.
Yeah, because it is so interesting. And it's been, people have done it.
And there's so many scandals and crimes.
Oh my God.
To talk about.
And there's so much media too.
Where's Shelley Miscavige?
The question on everyone's mind.
Where is she?
How come she's allowed to disappear like this? I hope before I die and before he dies, I see David Miscavige taken down.
Me too.
And like jailed or something. I want that guy gone.
Me too.
I want him off his high horse because he's a short guy too.
Where's your wife? Where is your wife, sir?
What's he doing?
What's going on?
Why is this guy so powerful?
I don't know.
He's
crazy.
A piece of shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
World Cup 2026 tại Dafabet. Hoàng Tiền Cực thắng 100% tới 1.250.000 Việt Nam đồng. Thưởng chào mừng 110% tới 6.888.000 Việt Nam đồng. Đăng ký và bắt đầu chơi ngay.